When most people hear the word Egypt, they think pyramid. But you'll be glad to know that Egypt is a lot more than just the pyramid. So when you first touch down Egypt, if you are as adventurous as I am, you'll be thinking, what do I do? Where's all the fun? Where's all the activities? Well, I've been there and done that, and I'm here to spill the tea and make sure you have the right guide. Keep watching till the end to see all the fabulous things you can do during your stay in Egypt. Obviously, you have to see the Pyramid of Giza, because going to Egypt and not seeing the pyramid is like going to Paris and not seeing the Eiffel Tower. We were in Hurghada, but we had to drive almost 5 hours to get to Cairo just to see the pyramid and the Sphinx. And don't just see it. If you can, go inside the pyramid, because it's a once in a lifetime experience. You have to pay for this extra, but we did that. There's another video, I will link it here, where I showed the whole experience of inside the pyramid. Another fun experience is the horse and or the camel ride. Any of them or both of them will be great fun. For more Egyptian history, go to the Egyptian Museum. Great, but we didn't have time, unfortunately, to see that because we had to head back to Hurghada. But if you're in Cairo for more than one day, that will be amazing. Most resorts have fun activities by the pool or around the resorts. You can do that as well. That's one way to have fun still in Egypt, because the sun is scorching, so you can chill off or go to the beach. You know, there are a lot of beautiful nearby beaches within Hurghada. Additionally, you can drive to the marina. It's also a beautiful views there with all the boats and ships. Another thing you can do in Egypt is go shopping. We went to the Sands Mall, such a ginormous mall. Things were really, really cheap. So if you're one that loves to shop, you can take out time to do that and you get good deals, honestly. Then also one more thing you can do is go to the mosque. This was one of the best ones we were told in Hurghada, and it's named after me. What a coincidence. But sadly, we weren't able to go in because I wasn't properly dressed. So yeah, wear something that covers you up properly if you want to see how magnificent the mosque is on the inside. But we just took their word for it and just viewed it from the outside. And I did get a henna because why not? When in Egypt, behave like an Egyptian. I don't have a real tattoo, any tattoo in my body. So this is not so much of a commitment. It is a temporary one, so we absolutely loved it. Another thing you have to do definitely when you're in Egypt is see the Red Sea. Why not? And contrary to what I thought from when I was growing up reading the Bible, it is not red. The Red Sea is blue, very blue. That's us in a glass bottom boat. Yes, do a boat trip. That's one of the main things you have to do in Egypt. It's beautiful. And if you can afford it, do a glass bottom boat, because it was spectacular. It was heavenly, just being in the comfort of the boat and enjoying the underwater world, seeing the divers, the different school of fish, and it was just lovely. Honestly, look at that. How amazing is that? Beautiful experience on the boat trip. There was a party on the boat, there was food, there was fun, there was music, and then obviously enjoying the views. And we just had to go in because we love the water, we love the ocean. I'm like a mermaid. We had to do snorkeling as well. So snorkeling should be on your list of things to do in Egypt. Snorkeling in the Red Sea. Check, check. Check it off my bucket list. Anyway, that's us snorkeling, coming back to the boats at this point, and we had a great party. Like I said, it was brilliant. Talking about water and boats, one great thing we did was a night on the Nile. Yes, we went to Luxor after Hurghada, and in Luxor we spent the night on the Nile, River Nile to be specific, and we spent that night on a boat with the locals. It was such a spectacular experience, just being with a local family. They owned the boat, they showed us around the village. We spent time, look at the views from the River Nile. We ate their local delicacies. Yes, I love to see how the locals live and hear their experiences and just be with them. That is how I know a country. I've really experienced it. That's the Jays walking the plank like pirates from the boats to go onto land, because the family were going to take us out that night and show us around the village. That was such a unique experience. We did some shopping, and another spectacular thing, this should have been my number one, is hot air balloon. Why not? If you're in Luxor, make sure you do this experience. It's almost as spectacular as the hot air balloons in Cappadocia in Turkey. But look at that. We did that. I'll put a link of the video where I showed the entire hot air balloon experience in Luxor, Egypt. But here, I'm just saying, do this. This is a definite yes. If you're picking top three things, this was one of my top three things to do in Egypt. And also, you have to go see the Valley of the Kings. Oh my God, so much history, so much tombs, spectacular stories. Look at that tomb. There's another video for this as well. I have individual videos for each of these experiences if you want to see it in details. But yeah, Valley of the Kings, Valley of the Queens is a must see if you go to Luxor. It's very easy to go from Hurghada to Luxor, but especially if you rented a car like we did. Also in Luxor, Egypt, you can see the mortuary temple of Hatshepsut. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'll put the name of all these places in the description below. Yeah, that was also a lovely location. Next up was the Karnak Temple, also known as Luxor Temple. This was spectacular. There was so much to see. I'll do a video just for this particular temple because the details and the history in this temple was phenomenal. All these things are not too expensive because it's Egyptian pounds. So in most of these activities and experiences or museums, temples are not so expensive. So Luxor Temple, definitely yes from me. Now, very top on the list is a visit to Orange Bay Island. You take a boat trip from Hurghada. It's mostly adults on this trip because there are a lot of parties. This island is beautiful. It's called the Maldives of Egypt. Look at the white sand. Look at the blue waters. Excellent. You can do surfing. You can do water sports as well from the boats. You know, it's included. Two different types of water sports can be, it's optional but additional to your package. So yeah, we did that. Beautiful time on the island, drinks, partying, fun, taking photos, like excellent trip. This is definitely a must do if you are in Egypt. I recommend it. Towards the end of the trip, we went somewhere else and did a bit more snorkeling. Look at how clear that water is. I can't get over how blue the Red Sea was. But last but not the least is party. Egypt is known for its nightlife. Oh my God, these guys don't sleep. I reckon this is partly because it's so hot during the day. So maybe they nap during the day and they are able to stay up all night or like to have fun. We saw people having a picnic in the park at 12 midnight when we were coming from the airport. So that's to show you how much of a night country Egypt is. I don't know about Cairo, but Hurghada, oh my God, the party never stops. So if you're that kind of person, if you like to party or you're a single person going or going as a couple without kids, then definitely check out their nightlife and their party scene. That's the end of the video. Hope this is helpful and this gives you some tips on things to do. Have fun on your trip to Egypt, and if you love travel, make sure you follow us, subscribe to our channel, because we'll be sharing more tips and tricks and fun activities that we get up to. Till next time, keep living, loving, and laughing. Bye.